Hey y'all, it's Farmer MeeMaw, and today I'm going to bring you a video that I promised you like 2 months ago. Remember that big giant Sam's Club haul? And in that video I was like, come back tomorrow and I'm going to show you where I put all of this stuff. And then that didn't happen because I started putting stuff away and I decided, oh my goodness, I need to completely revamp, reorganize my kitchen. And so that's what I did. And that took days. And all of that footage was like, oh my goodness, overwhelming. And I've got to edit and y'all know how I feel. And so it took a while. At one point I was just like, not gonna do it. I just need to take a break from it because I worked on it for days. Well, I am back at it. And so now I'm bringing to you the video of how I reorganized my kitchen. So go ahead and fix yourself a cup of coffee or a cup of tea because this is going to take a little while. This is a longer video and we're just going to chat through it. So if you want to do your laundry or whatever, you go right ahead. Let's go. As you can see, the first thing I had to do was just get this grocery haul put away, at least partially, so that I would have room to work and figure out where I'm going to put things. So as you can see, we go through a ton of eggs. Our whole family likes eggs. Our dog also eats eggs. With us being on a ketogenic diet, it just makes sense. We stock up and we've actually already gone through that 15 dozen eggs that I bought that day. What I'm breaking down now are bags of instant tea. I thought those were individual size packets, but they're actually 2-quart packets. So that was an even better deal than I thought when I got them for 91 cents each. Can y'all say waste not, want not? That black container is actually my Key Nutrients collagen powder container turned into a handy dandy container for storage. So in the middle of putting groceries away, I decided I needed to get some eggs into the Instant Pot. These are actually eggs that I'd bought before the 15 dozen, so we're getting those taken care of real quick before we move on. Y'all, my son actually got upset that I peeled so many of these eggs without him. I was just trying to get it done, but he loves to peel eggs, so he came in and helped me finish up. So here is my out of control kitchen. You're gonna see the insides of my messy cabinets and just the hot mess of a kitchen, and then you'll get to see it transform into something in much better control. So just sit back and enjoy. Some of the cabinets that you see, even though they are way out of control, will not be getting a makeover today. This one will be getting a makeover. It needs it desperately. Others, though, I'm just going to leave them like they are. You guys, please ignore the big, thick layer of dust on top of everything. I promise that's going to be fixed by the end of this video. If you notice that big brown pottery bowl on the china cabinet full of plastic containers, A lot of those containers were actually bagged up and moved to storage. Well, there you have it, guys, a tour of my hot mess of a chaotic kitchen. I am so glad this is the last time I have to look at it in this condition, at least for a while. So in case you didn't figure it out, this middle shelf is my cereal and milk shelf. It has dry milk, it has my protein powder and some Nestle Quick, as well as all the cereals that I have in the house, and instant oatmeal as well. Oh my gosh, I needed a break from that cabinet, and so I am separating out the beans on one shelf and the pasta on the other, because I don't know why or how they got mixed up, but they did. And so it was just one of those super simple tasks that seems somewhat meaningless, seeing how we rarely use any of these, but I just felt like I needed to take care of this. And it was easy, and it made me feel like I was getting something done when I was feeling completely overwhelmed. So apparently I hoard Jell-O. I wanted to turn this cabinet into our coffee cabinet, and I'm going to move the Jell-O to a more appropriate location. This is where my husband usually keeps his coffee, but my coffee was always somewhere else, so I am putting my coffee and all of the things that go with my coffee, like my coconut oil and my collagen and all that stuff, up on the top shelf, and then my husband's coffee on the bottom shelf, and then my mugs in between. He uses plastic cups for the most part. They're there. Oh, and there is our extra coffee pot, our coffee maker pot. Yeah. So on this side of the sink, I decided to turn this cabinet into a tea cabinet. So this is where I'm storing all of that instant tea that I got from Sam's, as well as my smaller mugs that I drink tea out of, and my spice tea mix. Okay, so things are about to get serious and they're about to get messy. I am wiping down my Berkey, and I'm going to be turning this black cabinet into a drink station. My kids and grandkids love using the Berkey and love making their own drinks. And so everything underneath the Berkey is going to be stuff that they can access, they can reach by themselves. I'll have mixes, I'll have spoons, and I'll even have cups. This little drink station for the kids and grandkids ended up being probably my favorite part of this whole kitchen. It is so handy. They're able to reach everything they need. They can fix their own drinks now without my help.
Y'all, don't ask me why I have so many apples. I honestly don't know. I go through these phases where I just hoard apples. I can't get enough of them. This is how I store 50 pounds of rice. I use empty icing buckets that I get for free from our local Kroger. Their bakery usually gives them to me for free, and that's how I store my rice. I consider this shelf my apothecary in the making. I put all of my bulk spices in here. I also have a shelf that is all of my honeys and maple syrup, and I think there's a bottle of jam in there as well. And then the bottom shelf is kind of the apothecary part, which right now is mostly just some dehydrated shiso from my yard. And here you see me writing down all of the bulk spices that I have right now, because my husband is always telling me we are out, and this will hopefully make it easy for him to go find out if we really are out or we've got some in the cabinets he just doesn't know about. Just say that 50 pounds of rice is a lot of rice. I filled up these jars and I think I have to go back and find more jars, y'all. But we are set for a good long time. And again, I actually make rice for my dog, so this is going to last us a really long time. And apparently I have no idea, I can't gauge how much rice I need to put in a jar because I keep overfilling the jars. Y'all, now we are coming to the Nightmare cabinet. This is kind of the junk drawer of my cabinets, and it's mostly things for cooking and making candies and sweets and treats and stuff like that. And then the top shelf is the medicine cabinet. But what happens is I'm short. I can't reach the medicine very easily, and so I'll get stuff out and then I'll just shove it on one of the other cabinets. So there's medicine on all the cabinets and there's just stuff everywhere. And you have to, when you start looking for something in this cabinet, you have to basically take out everything in all the shelves because you never know what shelf it might be on. And so now I'm going to fix that. To dork out on one of the most random things. I have this canister that the glass lid broke and it fit perfectly in that cabinet, y'all, and I put all of my sprinkles, y'all. I have granddaughters. You have to have sprinkles. And so I have all my sprinkles in that canister, and I was just so excited that it turned out the way it did. So this is how I ended up organizing this cabinet. Everything on the bottom shelf is edible, whether it's cocoa powder or sprinkles or cake mixes, sweetened condensed milk, things like that. And then on the middle shelf, that ended up being all of the equipment for baking and things like that. And I have paper products there as well, cups and napkins, and then the paper cups for cupcakes, and then candy molds and things like that. So it ended up working out really well so that things are easy to find, and then I know exactly where they go after I'm through using them. to dork out again. You see this little white tray that my son's glasses on. He used to complain because every time he would put his cup on a counter, someone would end up putting it in the dishwasher. And so I got this tray for them to put their cups on so we would know what cups are today's cups. And I couldn't find a tray. And so this is actually one of those little stove covers that you can get at the Dollar Tree. You get 2 of them in a set, and that is one of them.
So yay, that's it. That's the kitchen. That's where I've stored everything. The eggs are downstairs in the refrigerator in the sunroom, and the toilet paper obviously is in the bathroom. But that is where I stored everything, and my much more in control kitchen. Now I can focus on making a mess again and doing some meal prep. So stay tuned for future videos. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, y'all. Mwah.